What? Because I had said, let me stop. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a show on 34th and Crenshaw. What a show? Well, technically it's a show. A bar on 34th and Crenshaw where you can sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with your friends. Okay, hold on. How are you doing, Jazz? Hey. That's my man.
Hello. Oh.
Sorry. I don't know. I've been on TikTok too much. How are you?
Gosh, it was loud.
Oh, sorry.
I was like playing. No, it was I tried to go onto the YouTube and then it just like played what you just said to me, but it was louder.
Ooh, are the levels good?
Oh, I didn't hear myself, so I don't know.
Okay, guys, please. I'll say right now, please, guys, if the levels are off, if I'm sounding crusty, because my mic has this tendency to start going staticky out of nowhere, literally be like, stop the podcast and re-say what you were talking about for the last minute, because I don't know. I took a gamble and I'm not monitoring my audio right now because I wanted to use my wireless headphones. Peep the color. But that was risky and crusty, but hi everyone. But yeah. Okay, so let's just recap the week because I want to know what you've done on Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, we all know what you did. Just listen to Jungkook.
Listen, it only came out on Friday, so I still had a life before it dropped on Friday. Okay,
yes,
guys?
Yeah.
Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's how I have to sing it, unfortunately. But what did you do this week, Jazz? And also, hello to everyone in chat. Chrissy, Jordy, Andre, hi. But Jazz, let's live vicariously through you, per usual. What you did, I guess, since last week, because we last were live Monday. So, what'd you do? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Work.
On Saturday and Sunday, too?
Well, you said Monday, Tuesday, so I went with the first few days. Work.
Okay, how about Fridays or how about Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday.
You have to be like Saturday.
I went to a not karaoke. Piano bar.
Oh yeah, you told me. Wait, did you sing? Yeah. I don't know if I asked you. Did you
sing?
Oh, what'd you sing?
I was like trying to remember what I sang for my first song, but I know what my second song was. It was Hero by Mariah Carey.
Oh, hey! Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know what my first one was.
Was it Whitney's song?
I wanted it to be, but they didn't know my usual songs.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, that's a lie. They had I Want to Dance with Somebody, but I don't like it on piano because I get confused. I don't know what's happening.
I was gonna say you don't like it because I remember you singing it when we went to that other karaoke bar, and I feel like that literally.
Oh no, I love that song. It's just when it's a piano, I'm like, what am I looking at? What am I singing?
I forgot. I don't think I've ever went to that piano bar with you guys because I don't.
Really?
Maybe I've gone, but I've never sang because it just.
Maybe you only went upstairs. No, you. I think that's the place. You went with
I'm like,
but I wasn't gonna say anything incriminating. But I swear I've heard stories of like you being like there with other people.
Maybe.
Just I wasn't there.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you're right, and we just didn't go to the actual piano bar because I feel like it just I realized the piano player has to know the song for it. Yeah, that's the whole point. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that is kind of interesting. Yeah, because I don't want to sing like EXO Monster, and I don't know if they're familiar with EXO's work. So do I ever want to go?
I'll pull it up for you. Like just give them an iPad.
Here's the sheet music. There you go.
I had it printed out, fresh,
just in case. There you go. But yeah, I also actually I always be forgetting what I did in the weekend, but that's probably
honestly
because I stayed in. Yeah, it's sad.
Even when I don't stay in, I don't know what I did.
That's because your nights are so adventurous and like there's so many things to remember. I feel like you always are actually doing stuff. Like I feel like maybe it's not like the most wild stuff, but I feel like you do be doing stuff.
I went to a food truck festival and I died. I melted. I melted into. Yeah, it was not fun. I was like, I was melting. I melted. I went to the gym
Hey.
And then I took a shower. And I was like, I'm going to go to this food truck festival. I go there. I was only there for an hour. I came back. I was like sweating. My dad was like, you can see the sweat on your back. My bag, I usually don't carry a bag with me. Mm-hmm. But I had it over me. And I came back home and I took it off and I wasn't even thinking about it. And my mom was like, you have like a strap, like you could see where your bag was.
Oh my god!
Because of the sun. I was like, not only am I sweating.
Oh, the tan. I thought there was like a sweat stain. Oh my god.
Oh no! And then I had a sweat stain. And then my dad came in and was like, "You're sweating on your butt." And I was like, "What do you mean I'm sweating on my butt?" It was because my bag was on my leg the whole time, and I guess me sweating already, like it was like humid, sweaty, and then I think I had
diarrhea.
Oh god, I definitely wouldn't even stay there. But I think like the sunblock that I put on my face was not helping. I remember I was getting food and the guy was like, I didn't even ask for anything. I was like looking at the menu and he was talking to me, trying to get me, like, he was like, oh, you can get this and blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, he just gave me a napkin. I didn't ask for the napkin.
Like, why is that embarrassing when that's like a human function? It's like, why am I sweating?
I mean, I was fine, but I was like, dang, that's how you know how much I was like sweating. And it was visible.
Yeah. Now, see, that jogs my memory because I feel like that's the reason why I didn't do anything this weekend because I just heard and saw that it was like hot as crap. So I was just like a mess.
It was so humid.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was
humid.
Yes. Yeah. It was like it was 80 something degrees, but because of the humidity, it felt like 95.
Gross.
And I was like why? How are people not sweating like me?
It sucks.
Everybody looked dry. Everywhere I looked, I was like, why are you guys dry?
True. No, that's
why am I sweating?
I remember one time I went out with somebody, like, and the whole time we had been talking previously, I was like, oh my god, like, I'm just gonna be honest, it's really hot and I sweat a lot, like, please don't say anything because it's embarrassing and gross. And they're like, oh my god, like, me too, I sweat. Meanwhile, I'm drenched as soon as we step out and this person is dry for like most of it. And I'm like, don't lie to me. Why do people always lie and always say, oh, I'm so sweaty, and they never actually sweat? Like, what's
they're like, not that sweaty.
Right? They're like, you are an animal.
Like, I've never seen this before. I was very confused.
They're like, go to the doctor, actually. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were making a connection. Jumping in the chat real quick. Hi, Jadella. Welcome to the stream. Andre says, I went to the Big Time Rush concert on Saturday. It was amazing. They walked past my section and everything. Okay. Then I saw my brother yesterday and he had the nerve to wet himself for me. Aw. I had to register that your brother's a
Yeah, I was like, is that a baby? First of all, they'd have to get on top of you to then wet themselves.
Imagine. Just be like, hold on, let me real quick. Like, wait a second.
An adult guy just sitting on you peeing.
Oh my god. What? I think that's illegal. I think that's a felony. But I'm jealous. I have gone to 0 concert. I have like the 50 concert I plan to go to this like summer. I've gone to exactly 0, and I feel like Big Time Rush would be really fun.
No, you won. Usher.
Oh yeah.
At the park.
Oh yeah. Never mind, I went to one, but I didn't go to Twice. Flop. Didn't go to Renaissance. Flop. I don't know if Red Velvet's still existing on this earth, let alone coming here for concert.
I don't think they're coming here. I think they're doing a Europe.
Oh.
Or they were doing one.
Did it got canceled?
Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I was gonna say that sounds
as soon as it was Europe or something, I was like, oh.
There was one.
Not me.
Listen, we can go to Berlin for the girls. We can go to Berlin for Miss Yerim. Yerim?
It requires me to get on a plane.
Wow.
And then fly.
You wouldn't travel
for more than 3 hours.
You wouldn't travel for Red Velvet? Fake Rebel Love. Sorry, guys.
In America, yeah. Canada, yeah.
Oh, actually,
Mexico.
Fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's really still fun. Probably like 3 hours.
That'd be really fun, though. I think I'd do like a shorter travel. Chrissy says, it's been so humid in NYC. I walk outside and need to take a shower. Oh, now you're coming for NYC's whole existence. She said it smells like Comic-Con. It smells like Comic-Con over there. I mean, oh, but I would imagine.
Sorry, Nick. Don't listen to me.
Don't worry, they'll beat you up later. I'll give you her address and social security. It's fine. You can go. But yeah. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We have a very interesting, fun lineup today. I want to just jump right into things so we can get to like open bar and talk about all the other topics and fit everything in. But I think the first topic we're going to talk about is, oh, love doing this, calling all second gen stands from the nursing home. Y'all, we have some news. We have some news. It's true. Listen, hi, representative. Listen, the fan club president of the second gen oldies. What's going on with our girls or the girlies Super Junior? Like, what's happening? I really don't even know. Hold on.
You don't know?
Wait, hold on. Like, for some reason, this is not. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, first of all.
Let me close my door.
First of all, let's just go through. I have not seen Dong Hae in like a while, and he's looking good. He doesn't look a day over 35. How old is he?
Probably 35.
Oh.
Okay. He might be older than that. My God.
Do you think they're in their 40s? Are Super Junior in their 40s?
No, they're not.
Etuk
if anything, Etuk, it might be. I was gonna say he might be.
How old is?
But they're not. They're like Eunhyuk and Dong Hae are 86.
Oh my God, that would make them 45. Just kidding. Hold on. First of all, have y'all seen this HollywoodIdol.com site? It is literally the best when it comes to just giving you the information you need. It was the one that I sent you when we were looking at BTS's ages. Because so Itook Heechul, Hangen, who, dang, shout out to him. They're all, Itook and Heechul are 40. Then Hangen, Ye-sung, and Kangin are 38. Shindong, Sungmin, Inhyuk, Shindong, Sungmin, and Inhyuk and Chiwon, and Jomi. Okay. Super Junior M representation are all 37. Dong Hae, 36. And then, they even got Henry in here, 33.
He's technically, he's going to be 37 then. Dong Hae. But they're the same year.
Dang. Okay.
Inhyuk.
See? He doesn't look a day over 35. Listen.
I actually think Eunhyuk aged very well.
Uh-oh. Ximin, you better watch out.
Well, he's my favorite, so.
Oh, wait. Did you like him before you liked Ximin?
No. In fact, I actually think my favorite was Kyu-hyun.
Oh, wow. Because he can sing.
And then it was Ye-sung. And then it was...
just Super Junior Cry. You just went through all of them.
Honestly. But then I was like, I think like a couple of years ago, I saw something with Eunhyuk and I was like, oh, I like him. And I looked at older stuff and I was like, oh, and that's why. Because their hair sometimes... like, I think in 2010s, that's when they realized, like, they styled him properly.
Sorry, which you don't like for some reason, which is
sorry. I don't hate it. It's like G for me. It's like I respect it.
That's
but I will never like. It's not like something I'm craving.
Sorry, so good though.
Sorry sounds like, Mr. Simple, which sounds like Ring Ding Dong, which sounds like what's the other one?
I think it's Bonamana. They really had a moment. But what's going on with these three, Jazz?
Oh yeah, they're leaving. As apparently, so they signed. I guess I don't know if they signed an actual contract, but they agreed, I guess, to still be a part of Super Junior. But they're no longer going to be under SM as individuals. Mm-hmm. But everyone else did resign. That's still left in Super Junior. And it looks like that Kyu-hyun might be signing with a company called Antenna, which was apparently founded by Yoo Hee-yeol from the Yoo Hee-yeol sketchbook, that show. And then it has like artists like Lee Hyori, Sam Kim, and Miju from Lovelyz.
Oh, okay.
And then D&E, Dong Hae and Eunhyuk will probably be making their own company, which will be pretty cool.
That'd be nice. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I wonder why everyone besides them decided they wanted to resign. Like, have elves been discussing the tea?
Probably because they're fine with what they have. I
That's
don't know.
interesting.
I heard like I was reading something where somebody was saying like they think that their label that they have was dissolved under 3.0 SM 3.0.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I forgot that Super Junior had
So
like a separate label they operated under.
I tried to look it up and it still like says there it exists. So I'm not sure if that's true or whatever, but if it is, it like people were saying that's probably why they left because they like don't want to be like under the 3.0
Oh,
thing
damn.
fully.
That's
And I
interesting.
guess they just wanted to make their own company, the two of them, and then Kyohan's probably like, whatever. He seems like he'd be friends with somebody like you,
Yeah, I was gonna
Kyo.
say
So
one of the girlies that always got a ballad that he can sing,
yeah.
you know, something to perform. Okay, that makes sense. Honestly, with the older groups, I'm never too shocked when stuff like this happen because I feel like at some point you're just gonna want a different like direction and do something else with your career. And I feel like
Yeah.
Super Junior is well into that era where it's like, yeah, we're gonna come back for the girls and do the tours for the girls, but it's really like, you know, we're trying to figure ourselves out as soloists. But if it's true that dissolved, I wonder why the other members are fine with it being dissolved if that was the like motivation. Like it's still kind of I mean, again, like you're probably right, and it just boils down to everyone's motivation. But it's just like an interesting thing where like some people are like, yeah, we're cool with this, and then other people are like, girls, we gotta go. We gotta. Okay.
Bone the mana.
Ooh, do they still have the rights to bone the mana?
I mean, they're still under SM. Well, Super Junior
Oh,
is.
that's true. That's true. Jumping to the comments, Leanne says Yoo Suk, the comedian, is also with Antenna. Ah, okay. I think that's how I kind of know them. Tian, hello Tian, welcome to the stream. Tian says, well, Donghae and Hyuk and Kyuhyun were always super popular in the group, but recently they haven't really been too popular. I think they felt like they gave all they had. Recently, Yaesung, Ituk, and Heechul gained a lot of recognition recently. The other members are also getting more taken care of than these three, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, I can
Maybe I'm just in my own little bubble because I always hear about them the most out of everyone in Super Junior.
I think that, yeah, I think music wise Kyuhyun definitely, but I feel like T wise, does that even make sense? I hear about Heechul a lot, and I feel like that's because he's always like hosting stuff and like on Knowing Brothers, and then he had that one drinking show. And
Oh yeah,
stuff,
he is on that show.
which is
I guess it's just I'm in my own little bubble. That's what it is.
but it is
Because these are my three favorites. Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Donghae is probably the one that I'm most like interested in, but it does kind of harken back to like a time when Inhyuk was like definitely like one of the variety. I think in general Super Junior was always known for being really good in variety, but I definitely think Inhyuk was up there with like Heechul and Ituk in terms of like very funny, like well liked. You would see him on stuff, so that is interesting to think. Yeah, maybe I feel like the popularity did kind of decrease. I don't know about for Kyuhyun, but and I don't even know about Donghae, but for Inhyuk, I could definitely see that.
Really?
I don't know.
I would think maybe Donghae more
Like-
than Unhyuk. I think Unhyuk does
Dragon?
more stuff. No offense. Unhyuk actually, because he has like his own little channel on YouTube and he actually does stuff on it.
Okay.
So does Kyuhyun. Donghae, I think he has his own YouTube channel, but I feel like I just never really. I don't remember anything recently.
That's true. No, I definitely am on that same way. I didn't know they had channel. See, that's something that's so hard about the K-pop community now. So many people will just have their own YouTube channels and like have their own variety and updates there. So it's like you don't even know what's happening because if you're not super tuned in to that fandom or that person, you're not even like aware of it. So you have to like really keep your ears to the K-pop streets in that regard. Andre says, same though. Music wise, it's these three and Heechul. Maybe Shiwan. Oh yeah, you know, Shiwan for like acting every once in the blue moon. And Blue Ye Sung when he comes back. Yeah, That's kind of true. I kind of forgot about Chiwon, but he does do dramas. Leanne says, I think Donghae is trying to go into acting route because he's in a drama as the main character lead.
Yeah, I remembered I watched like an interview with the two of them. It was like they're doing like a best friends question thing. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions was like your favorite song or something, and like Eunhyuk put like the song that was in his new drama, and Donghae didn't, and he was like, why aren't you doing why wouldn't you put the song from your own show? Like, I should be cast into the show because I'm giving actual PR.
That's cute. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I feel like maybe I just need to keep my ears to the streets, more to the streets then. Because I feel like I might have seen like a teaser or commercial for it, but maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know. I recently got Vicky, so whatever they show me is my, you know, my relation to what's K-drama. I don't even watch K-dramas on Netflix for some reason. I just use Vicky. It's really weird.
I watch both, mainly Netflix.
Yeah, the Netflix ones are pretty good usually. The Vicky ones, I feel like I gotta kind of, you know,
search. Yeah, 5 million of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Tian says, IDK, I just see the girls going crazy over Ye's song. Okay, Ye's song revival. Mm-hmm. As of recently, Ituk and Heechul have a lot of variety programs backing them up, and we know Siwon's done been acting, and Jindong is never going to leave S&M. It's just a given. That is just so true. But like, I've never thought about that, but that's so true.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh yeah, Donghae and Eunhyuk were a big ship back in the day, you know, before Kbum made his departure. Let me just real quick.
Because they're besties. Yeah. They're like so cute. Their little friendship.
I remember them being funny back on like the variety show. They used to have so many. Jesus Christ. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite one was? There was one they all did a really long time ago. I think it was like called Super Junior's Full House, where it was like two foreign girls came and like lived with them. The girls lived in the house, and I guess Super Junior lived there, but I don't think they really lived there. And it was just like, one was like from Russia, and I think one was like from Japan or maybe England. And they both mostly spoke English, but they came to Korea to like learn. And it was just them becoming like close with these girls, kind of like a foreign exchange student thing. And I remember just being like, Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. No, just kidding. But like being like, this is so cool. Like, that'd be so cool to do this. And I was like, just wait, EXO. We'll have an EXO Full House, and I'll be the foreigner that comes in.
I'm so sad. Like, why don't they give EXO the same amount of like variety? Like, after getting into ATEEZ, I'm like, wow, they do so much. So much. So many little mini shows that they do. And then EXO did Showtime. And then the Ladder thing.
You know what I think it is? I feel like at one point they decided that EXO wasn't going to be variety show girlies, and they never looked back. I feel like
some of them could be.
I feel like once they made a decision for the group, they're like, we walk, we move. Because yeah, I do think it's really weird, especially as individuals, that like some of the members are just have really good variety senses, and the way that they didn't go the route of like an Ituk or whatever is really surprising to me. But I really think that like they like swiftly decided this is not how we're gonna promote EXO. They're gonna be just like the cool, sexy, hot ones, you know, that are hot and sexy, instead of being like the dorky variety ones, and we're just gonna go from there. But I remember thinking that. Yeah, I don't know why though.
That's just stupid.
That's really weird. I feel like though they did that with a lot. Well, never mind. But yeah,
Who else?
No, I mean, maybe no, because I tried this theory last time and y'all ate me up because you were saying I was being a Borohei army or whatever. Where I feel like a lot of groups kind of just were like, we're not going to try to make variety idol, like get our idols famous from being like variety stars. They just went a different route. I don't know. That's what I felt. But yeah, I mean, EXO had like a decent amount of Chinese varieties. I get like I remember they went on that one happy camp. Yeah. I feel like it was
they went on on Happy Camp 3 times.
Yeah, but I feel like it was like standard things you go on as like a rookie that was promoting. But I feel like once they didn't need to do that because, you know, like Ground and all that shit, like just made them superstars. I feel like they're like,
Yeah.
Anyway,
they like removed them from China so quick it was not even funny. Because I will say, I do think they did more interviews in China. Like I remember having so much content for like when they're in China, like for Schumann. But like after that, it was like, well, gotta wait for I guess EXO Showtime in 2 years. To feel satiated.
Which good oh wait, you're forgetting EXO 915.
No, we're not gonna do that because that doesn't exist. It's not an EXO show. It is an NCT not 127, but NCT show, and we all know it was.
Oh my god! I feel like I've triggered like a bunch of XOLs right now just for even mentioning that show.
Stupid.
But yeah, but okay. Was there any other updates? Like,
I think that's it.
All
for
right.
them, at least.
All right. So, funny enough, our next story is very similar in this regard, except we don't know the exact outcome of whether this person in particular is signing or not. And of course, if you guys have been keeping your ears to the that girl looks really good in that picture. You're welcome, Lisa Stans. I gave you a good picture. We're talking about Lisa. So I feel like this broke out like almost immediately after we wrapped up our show last week, which is so funny when that happens. And I was like, is this still going to be relevant by the time the next show rolls around? But I think it pretty much is. So just for some back story, on July 12th, a news outlet called Manhwa Ilbo reported that there was a high chance that Lisa from BlackPink would be leaving the group after the contracts expire in August, citing that despite negotiations with YG Entertainment, they have not been able to reach a agreement as to, you know, a suitable contract on both sides going forward. Now, also in this report, they said that kind of differently, the other BlackPink members' negotiations seem to be going well, and it seems like they're likely to resign. And then kind of as like a way to kind of tie this all together, it was also reported that there was a Chinese company that reached out to YG in attempts to negotiate Lisa appearing on a show. But YG had responded that it's difficult to negotiate because they're not sure if Lisa would be with them after August, basically fueling the idea that, yeah, we don't know what this girl's going to do. So when this statement came out, there was a YG source that clarified that in regards to this Chinese company reaching out to try to negotiate Lisa's appearance on the show, the report that the scheduling was uncertain was due to the tour schedule as well as her individually scheduled activities and has nothing to do with contract renewal. They also added that the contract renewals are currently under discussion. So everyone was like, okay, maybe it's not going bad, maybe it is in discussion, but this seems really, really suspicious. And I feel like it just added fuel to the fire because this week, for whatever reason, reports and rumors and news that Lisa was dating Caucasian chaebol Frederick Arnold, who is the third son of Bernard Arnault. Bitch, I can't pronounce it. Bernard. Why is his damn name a tongue twister? Bernard Arnault, who is the founder of LVMH, which I think is Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, who is ranked the wealthiest person in the world. And essentially, so from what I understand, the thing that was going viral in particular was a video that somebody captured of Lisa and this Caucasian chaebol this is not the video. I don't want to show it because I'm always iffy about like showing stuff that was snuck, but essentially it was like a video that showed her and the guy in the middle here together at a restaurant in Paris. And in particular, people are like losing their shit because in the video she like lays his head on your shoulder. It's pillow. I keep trying to sing that, but it's pillow. She lays her head on his shoulder. So people are like, I feel like you don't just do that to anyone, especially when you're Lisa from BlackPink. But why that's significant that this is breaking news now is that, as many of you guys know, it's often like surmise that when a company is in negotiation for contract renewal with an idol and the idol is not, maybe the negotiations aren't going in the favor of the company and it seems like the idol's going to leave, the company will start releasing bad stuff or stuff that can be considered controversial of the idol as a way to kind of, like bully them into staying. So one thing that tends to happen in particular is like dating news and dating rumors. It literally just happened to Hwasa when she left RBW for P Nation. So people are wondering if this is proof that the negotiations are going bad for YG and that it might be that Lisa might leave. Woo! All right, y'all. Let's see. Okay, well, a lot of people have a lot to say here, so maybe we just jump in the comments first, and then we can maybe. I had some questions, but Tian says, I read something on Reddit saying that Jennie was too leaving and that Rose and Jisoo would resign as soloists. I mean, here's the thing. Let me just jump into the question, then I'll ask you, Jazz. Would you, I don't want to say care, but would you be surprised or shocked if they don't renew? If none of them renew or some of them don't renew after their contract expires in August, and if you can maybe explain why you feel the way you feel.
I actually was surprised because I feel like they're so popular that I would think that they would just stay. But I don't know, it's YG, so I mean I wouldn't like their management either. Seems like they're very slow and scarce. So it makes sense to leave. But it is shocking.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I was like thinking, I mean, I completely forgot, but the fact that they're currently on tour, and yeah, you're right, like BlackPink is so, like, we usually like see like, oh, if a group like doesn't renew or somebody doesn't, or leaves the group or whatever, like it's because the group is like dying, or like it's kind of, even if it's not even like a shady way that the group's like not popular anymore or whatever, it's like, oh well, the members just want to move on to other things. But yeah, I would say that BlackPink is still peak popular right now, so that would be wild. But honestly, and sorry Blinks, please, I'm not trying to say anything negative, I could also see them just being so, because I feel like throughout their career they were so heavily promoted as individuals. I sometimes see BlackPink as a group as their second thing already. Like it was just so shady, but like I feel like it goes back to like what you said, like there's not many comebacks, not much music. It is like, a big event when they do come back, but I feel like they're so active as individuals that I'm already very used to them not being a group and having so much value as individuals. I can see if you're just like literally the only like reason I would say not is because I know the fans would be very disappointed. But them solo stands are like, girl, Dr. I like get out of that company.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, there was also a lot of people saying that they want Lisa to leave because there's been a history of like I guess maybe Korean fans, I don't know if it was like Korean fans or Korean public, but in general her experiencing xenophobia for being the only like ethnically non-Korean member.
Really?
Yeah, so like, kind of like, I don't know if it's Lisa Stans being dramatic or whatever, but I can definitely see it. Like I could understand that happening and stuff. But yeah, so there's people who were like, well, get the heck out of here, that kind of thing. So I don't know, it just kind of was like, they are at 7 years, they are a huge girl group, but they also are very popular as individuals. So I really could see either way, not to be shady or anything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Christy says, I remember seeing a report that there was a rumor of a company offering Lisa $80 million to sign with their label at the end of her contract. I mean, get money, girl.
Yeah, I'd leave. I'm sorry. Well, just show me some music. What do you got for me?
Oh god,
I'll make it work. I mean, I made that my own solo go well, and it's
that's
terrible
true.
songs. So if I can do that,
I will die on the hill
Trash.
that Money was good. Money was
trash. I like literally, it pisses me off that like everybody was like, wow, bad. And then suddenly somebody made a TikTok and then everybody was like, oh my god, I got the money. I was like, no. We were all agreed. This was not good. She deserved better.
I admit that TikTok did I always thought the song was a bop, but it did heavily influence me being like, I even did the moves I think I did. So that guy is so funny on TikTok. I'm sure he's like from in the 3rd grade though. But yeah. There's also been rumors that Lisa's supposed to go back to Thailand to be known as Thai Boa, but I read that on an Instagram post. I mean, she definitely could hold her own as a soloist in many different countries. So
yeah,
like
I was like, why stop there?
Yeah.
Just be Boa of the rest of the world.
Exactly. Be Boa of the globe. I guess the globe except Korea.
Yeah. I feel like that would be messy though. I'm you outside of your own country. Sorry. You only have your name here. Don't try and use it anywhere else.
I guess maybe out of Korea, maybe Japan, because I know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is BlackPink popular in Japan? I mean, they did the Tokyo Dome, didn't they?
I think they did.
Oh, I never really thought about that because I feel like they would beeline right from Korea to America.
Yeah.
Leanne says, well, if YG was trying to make Lisa look bad, I feel like it backfired because their stocks are down. I mean, how would that be shitty? Yeah, I know. Like, I don't understand that. I've never understood that tactic, but specifically, oh my God, she who's like dating Lisa, who's leaving, also has connections with one of the richest men in the world. And she's leaving. How's that shaded to her? Like, what? That's you.
Well, they're stuck in like the 2000s when that probably would have worked. You know, if someone did that back then, they would be like, all the fans would be like, what? She's doing what?
That's true.
My wife? I mean, my favorite person? And it's like, what the heck? No, I'm delusional.
That was actually my next question. Do you think that Blinks will be mad at her if she were to leave? Or they're like, get money, sis. Get Chable, sis.
I feel like a lot of Blinks are solo stands. So, kidding.
I don't want to say it.
I mean, a lot of them seem like they are. So, I feel like she has enough people that wouldn't care. So that she wouldn't care.
That'd be such a sad end, but yeah, I kind of agree. I don't know. I don't want Blinks to eat me up like the... OT4 Blinks to drag me, but I don't know. That's just kind of how the vibe I get.
I know they exist. It's just, yeah.
I'm sorry, because they be well, I'm gonna leave that alone. Andre says, I would hope that she stays, or if she does leave, do it for solo promotions, but stay for the group because she loves the members. Aw, from what it looks like. But given YG, I wouldn't be mad if she left. Yeah.
Also, does YG do that?
Do what?
Let you leave
and then still
come back.
That's the thing. Out of all the companies, for some reason, I get the vibe that YG would be the most bitter and like not let you have a contract where you're signed with somebody else, but then you can come back for promotion. Especially if everyone except her leaves, because then they would only be making the exception for her. And I feel like I don't know.
It's like after the 2NE1 thing, that didn't make any sense.
Wait, what 2NE1? Oh,
Minji would be still in the group when she left because she left first.
Oh yeah.
But then they just like did their last song and then she was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And it was like very weird.
Yeah. YG gives me bitter X vibes, so I don't think so. Yeah. But that must be so. I don't know if you guys have recently seen, but Zayn from One Direction recently was in the news because he did a podcast interview where he talked about how, he infamously was the first one to leave One Direction. A lot of people claim he's the one who broke them up or whatever. But he talked about how, like, at the time they were kind of sick of each other, and he just wanted to be able to be the first one to leave, essentially. But I always think about that, like, I feel like it's so scary to be the first one to leave because if the group goes downhill from there, then you get a lot of the blame. So I feel like even if I wanted to leave as an idol, this is so shady, but I may wait till someone leaves first.
Like, oh, she's leaving? Oh yeah, it's her fault. You know, without her, we can't be a group anymore, so I'll just leave too.
Like, that's so shady, but but I don't know. I always find that interesting. But Celine, this is kind of the angle that I was thinking of. So like Celine says, BlackPink members are so popular and well connected without YG Entertainment. Other artists in YG wouldn't be relevant without the company. Or other artists. Oh yeah. And that's one of the, like, when people always like talk about how like big three privilege and who benefits of it, definitely everyone benefits, but I definitely think there's groups that like took the big three privilege and ran with it. And I think BlackPink is one of those groups where it's like, obviously they got a leg up because they're YG, but this level of success, there's other YG groups that don't have it. So clearly there was something about them. But I think that's what I'm kind of getting with BlackPink, and why I feel like it wouldn't be that much of a shock if they just like all left, because I don't think, especially as individuals, they're at the point where they need YG or they even need the BlackPink name to be relevant. I mean, they all have connections with like luxury house. What is it called? Luxury houses? Like what is, like, like Louis Vuitton, Hermes. Yeah, luxury brands. They're like are always seeing like schmoozing with like the Zendayas and crap like that in the world. And I feel like, yeah, obviously being BlackPink or whatever, but you had to like, there has to be something about you as an individual and a hustler that gets you in those rooms and gets you invited back to those rooms and gets you in a room so you can go on a blind date with the son of the LVD or whatever, like the Louis, like it's like, and now that she has her, I mean, Caucasian Chable husband, I don't know if they're, I don't know how serious they are, but it's giving, I will survive.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna sing it. I knew it.
Because I am an IVE stan and I'm standing the girls.
You sang their worst song.
How dare.
Die on that hill. I'm so sorry.
Tion says YG didn't let BI come back even after he was proven innocent of his charges, or the charges were dropped or something. And same thing.
Well, why'd you let YG come back? So
exactly. They're like, it's okay if the CEO or the founders are crook, but not the idols. Come on.
Yeah.
Leanne says, I'm already getting a headache thinking about the fan wars between BlackPink and Baby Monster. History is going to be repeating. Oh my gosh. Okay, shady, but do you think Blinks even know that Baby Monster exists? Like, not to be shady, but I feel like Blinks are like, F a YG family, I'm here for my 4 girls.
I mean, true, yeah. That's true.
Like, I feel like they're like, who? Like,
baby, what? What the heck is that? Is that a Digimon? What is this?
Like, I don't know. Maybe, because also I feel like that resentment usually happens when, like, the older group is kind of falling from grace, and you can see that the company is like sucking resources out to put to the new group. And I feel like YG would be a damn fool to ever let that happen. I feel like that's just not realistic, because BlackPink is just, their fans are too feral and like they're too big. So, but yeah. Also, hello Neology. But yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know what will happen. I mean, historically, I don't think YG can handle 2 groups at one time, especially girl groups.
Or any of them. I'm sorry. It's just one group at a time. I'm sorry.
I saw that's really funny, because I saw something interesting where somebody posted a article in one of the K-pop subreddits about how HYBE is very impressive because out of all of the albums sold in the K-pop music industry in, I guess, like from like, I think it was from January to July of 2023, Hybe as a company was responsible for 40% of them by themselves. And then really made me realize, literally, Hybe monopolized their way to having all the girls. They have 17, LE SSERAFIM, New Jeans, BTS, ENHYPEN, TXT, and you know what's even crazier? That somebody made me realize LE SSERAFIM and New Jeans debuted the same year and went on to become two like mega girl groups. Is there any other company that debuted two major groups in the same? Has that ever happened?
Well, I think the difference is that they're technically two different companies.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That was really smart to do.
Mm.
But it's just kind of weird. I don't know. I just thought that was weird because I'm like, wow, they really do have like all the girls. Like, what's going on? That's kind of scary.
By the right companies.
Yeah.
It's like Source Music is LE SSERAFIM, right?
Oh, Frumis. Yeah. Source Music is LE SSERAFIM, and then Adore is New Jeans, and then Playlist obviously is Say the Name 17. Period.
So there's like smartly bought companies.
Yeah,
I think SM tried to do that for 2 seconds, and then I guess it didn't work out with Willem, and they were like, "Well, bye." Or they might still own them. They just don't talk about them.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, Andre says, don't forget Frumis too. Celine says, without YG Music, BlackPink members would be influencers. I don't know if the members would thrive at that. I think that's, I don't know.
I think they could.
I kind of.
At least they would thrive in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of Teddy. Oh, I'm so tired. I need something new. So
yeah, I feel like that was true maybe from like 2016 to like 2018, but now, girl, I don't even remember what the last BlackPink song was that Theodore, scrambled together.
Shut down.
Oh, okay.
There. I was like, I know it's there in my head. I can hear it.
Okay, Blink. I'm giving you a Blink card.
Honestly, don't. I think no.
You're like, keep it. Actually, I don't need it. Yeah. Another thing to do with Hybe is that they're able to manage groups at the same time is impressive. Another thing,
different companies.
Yeah, another thing is that SMYG and JYP all have some companies, but neither of them has really done that. Yeah, because I remember twice at one point they were moved to basically having their own like label or subsidiary. I forget what, or maybe it was just management team. I'm not sure, but they had like their own kind of thing going on, and it kind of makes me question why don't more companies break it down like that? Because I feel like that's like the fact that New Jeans and LE SSERAFIM could both be developed and exist, and it wouldn't have to be like, well, you can't debut because we're gonna debut New Jeans, or you can't debut because we're gonna do LE SSERAFIM, and they could just do their own thing. Even now, there was a video of where they were greeting each other, and I was like, y'all don't know each other? Like, it was really weird, but I was like, oh, maybe they truly just like were developed like very, because you know how like usually it's like, oh well, Crystal and like Sulgi and Wendy all trained together, but then Crystal went to FX, and then Wendy and Sulgi ended up doing like debuting in Red Velvet. So it's like they all kind of had the opportunity to be in the same group, but it didn't happen that way. But it's kind of like, they're all kind of from the same pool. It's almost kind of cool that it's like, okay, these kind of groups have nothing to do with each other aside from they're under the same bigger company, because then they can just kind of do their own thing and not have to worry about whatever everyone else is doing.
Yeah. I honestly think they've tried, because apparently I just looked it up. SM does still own Willem. They just don't talk about it. And I guess they didn't acquire anything else. But I feel like they were trying to do like stuff where it's like, oh, they're linking up, like the Two Heart thing.
Who was it? Key and House.
Wuhan.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
But then they just stopped trying. I was like, if they kept going, maybe they could have done what Hybe did.
True. That, in retrospect, that's so crazy that they snatched 17, especially because 17 is such a juggernaut these days. Like,
yeah.
that's wild. I know that there's other Playdish groups, and I'm being really shady. Isn't there?
Are they?
Is Boyfriend still in Playdish?
Boyfriend
Wait,
is
Boyfriend was
dead.
Starship. Oh my god.
And it's also dead.
Boyfriend's still active?
Are they?
I swear they're still active in Japan.
Boyfriend?
Yeah. Wait, Newest is Playdish.
Yeah.
Are they still
Isn't
together?
Newest dead too?
Hold on. Y'all. I cannot.
I thought they... I thought Newest was like, it had a revival and then they were like, it was Playdish being Playdish.
Yeah, it says that they're active until 2022. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks. Who was the one that was kind of fine? Was it Baekho? Baekho?
I liked Aaron.
He's cute too in this picture I'm looking at. Sorry. Oh, okay. Then they're adults. They're 30. But yeah, interesting. Leanne says Hybe is really becoming the Disney of K-pop. I hate monopolies. Capitalism is a disease. I wonder if this is gonna backfire them soon, because
That's why people were saying don't let them buy SM, but let another monopoly buy. This one can't do it because they're up and coming. But the one that's already a monopoly, just let him have it. You know, it's already happening.
A new kind of monopoly. Yeah. Because I feel like that would just be so toxic. Because imagine there being like, I mean, I'm not saying Hybe would do this or would have to do this, but they're like, oh, give our upcoming rookies the rookie awards, or we're not letting 17, New Jeans, Le Seraphim, BTS, Jungkook, any of them come to your award show or whatever. Like that. Because 40%, man, that's a lot.
People popular.
Maybe.
I don't know. Probably not.
That's kind of crazy. Ooh, okay. Tian says also Hybe is debuting 2 new girl groups: the 6-member group from RU Next, and the
Isn't that the one that has like a 14 or a 12-year-old in it?
Oh God, I don't know. I haven't been watching it. I did see that video though. Did y'all see that thing called Viral where the girls were like they had to do the killing point of attention? Or is it hype or attention? Whatever is the part where like Hayen goes like this or whatever the hell. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna skip it then. It's too hard to explain. And it's honestly not that important. But yeah. Wait a second. Newest disbanded and Boyfriend is disbanding. Is disbanded, I'm pretty sure. Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, B, tell us how you really feel. B said, I hope Hybe goes bankrupt.
Isn't her name V? Whoa.
Oh wait, that's a Seokjin. Remember when he had the Billboard Award thing? Okay, wait a second. Give me the TV. What's going on? V.
I hope it just goes away.
Hybe is SM 2.0. Sadly, yo, B. That was too.
Tell us what you really think.
I think it is funny though when people are like, people hate Hybe because they're from like you know, certain mentalities from when Big Hit was a small company. People trying to carry that over to Hybe now is kind of silly a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Andre says Boyfriend is doing stuff in Japan. I think they're doing more stuff there in Korea. Playtest as far as groups only have 17 from us, as well as Baekho and Minhyuk from Newest. Ah, okay.
So they stayed.
That's cute. Well, are some of them in the? I feel like they're army age, so maybe some of them just like had to go to the army. So they're like,
some of them.
Peace.
I thought they would be finished. Yeah, Hybe has and team.
Oh yeah. Dang. Wait, Hybe also has what's that boy group that Zico made? That Kyungsoo dance.
Oh yeah, Boy Next Door.
Yeah, they also have that. Is that too much? I don't know. Literally, I think you need more. I think it's good though because it was interesting that in that Reddit subreddit that I read, they pointed out that this like that having 40% of the album sold was largely without BTS. And so I know one of the big things was when BTS was going to start going to the army, people were like, oh, Hybe / Big Hit's going to flop because that's the only thing they have. So I feel like a lot of this was just to be like, we got to be able to make some money when BTS can't be a thing. And I feel like they're doing a pretty good job not to be a Hybe stan.
True.
Yeah, it's funny. It's interesting. Yeah. I think the thing is there are some that are just like I feel like they're still annoyed from what happened back then. So they were
okay,
like,
it's been how long?
listen, okay. As some
XOL are still complaining about like, oh well, remember when EXO came out and people were saying you're flops? Like nobody's talking about that anymore. We're over it.
I do think
they're seniors.
Senior citizens.
They are.
All right, y'all. I'm about to Borahae my way into y'all's y'all's bad list or whatever. I will say,
oh gosh.
The trenches were
I'm hearing excuses.
Okay, listen, the trenches were
excuses. Because half these people complaining weren't even there.
That's one of the things that I didn't like. If you are actually there in the trenches, I can understand being like, interesting. But I always would hate, especially during like, I don't know, 2017, 18, maybe even 19, when I would see older armies basically like, convince newer armies like off the bat, you should hate these people or you should dislike these people. Because while it is true that a lot of these like fandoms were like at odds with army, at odds with BTS and stuff like that, I think it's really weird to pass that hate of past things that happen onto like a new fan that's just trying to stay in the group. Like I think it's like crazy. Like that's like, I don't want to say brainwashing, but it's just like, let them just be happy with the happy memories.
Yeah.
Like let them just like, you know, cook. Like it's okay. Like I can understand. Like here, I am a proponent of shade, y'all. I love being shady. If you want to throw a little shade here and there, I love throwing shade about old stuff too. I always do it. But like to like convince other people they need to hate these groups or just in general when fandoms do that, it's real weird. Like it's like just let people live without the toxic part of K-pop. It's fine, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I've been on this topic for so long. I'm gonna move on, y'all, to the last topic. So I hope it's romantic all my life. All right, so we have been talking about 50-50 back and forth on and off.
50 years.
Honestly, for 50 years. As you guys know, randomly it was revealed that they had, well, not randomly, it all started when their CEO of their company Attract revealed that somebody attempted to poach them, and then it was swiftly revealed that they were filing an injunction for their current contract for the Tract, basically citing that they felt like things were just shady, like that members' healths weren't taken into consideration. They were being pushed to do schedules despite it being physically taxing, and then also that their settlement, so how much money they're making, earning, and stuff like that, wasn't being transparently disclosed. So they thought that shit was shady and they filed for an injunction. The Track CEO claimed that they were being basically influenced by an outside source to think this way and say these things. And then it was kind of revealed that a man named Xian, who was former co-CEO of Attract and then CEO of an entertainment, or I guess content creation company called The Giver, was kind of in on maybe what had gone down to potentially influence the girls of 50-50 to want to leave Attract and the Attract CEO. So we have talked about it like ad nauseum already, so you can just go to the older episodes if you want a more detailed rundown. But I did want to give a couple situations updates on this situation that unfortunately I feel like are not looking good for 50-50. So one of the bigger updates to come out is that Xian, who is the Giver CEO, had revealed text messages that revealed that the Attract CEO, who claimed that he had no idea that there was a deal for Warner Brothers to buy out 50-50 going on. Basically, Xian dropped these text messages that would claim that he did know. But even bigger story that I feel like that's coming out is that Dispatch basically said, okay, we're going to give the girls the tea. And they've been doing, their own like digging and reporting to kind of dig up information on what's going on from what I see, I guess they're pro Attract CEO question mark, or maybe they just feel like there's a lot of shady stuff from the Giver CEO that needs to be exposed. But on the report that actually I believe was released today, there is one kind of super like bomb that dropped that a lot of people are now questioning the Giver CEO's intentions, and then also kind of looking at 50-50, like what did y'all get yourself into? So basically, this goes back to one of the situations we talked about prior when this story first dropped, was that the Attract CEO accused the Giver CEO of illegally obtaining the copyright to the song Cupid. Essentially, he was saying that he went behind, the Attract CEO was saying that the Giver CEO went behind his back and was able to acquire the copyright from the original producers. And that was like not fair, and he did it in a shady way, etc., and he shouldn't own the copyright. So Dispatch did a little digging on this situation, and apparently what they discovered is that allegedly the Giver CEO may have filed for this copyright in an illegal and shady way. But unfortunately, not only in this scenario did the Attract CEO potentially got scammed, but the producers of the song and one of the members themselves. So essentially what we're looking at here is a form that was used to essentially that the Giver CEO used to file for copyright to go to, let me make sure, to himself. Okay, I want to make sure of whether it was the Giver company in total or it was himself. So essentially back in March of 2023, he submitted a document that would, if approved, would change the distribution of copyrights for Cupid, moving 74.5% of the copyright distribution from the 3 Swedish composers who wrote the song to himself. So the problem here is on the document, apparently you need the signature. He would have needed the signature from the 3 Swedish composers. But what Dispatch is claiming is that the signatures required, he forged them and then submitted the document. So the Swedish producers never okayed the copyright being transferred over to him. He faked it. But what's really sick is that apparently in doing this, so I didn't even know this, but one of the members of the group, Kina, actually has a songwriting credit. And because of that, she also gets a distribution of the copyright. So initially she had 6.5 due to her, participating in writing the song. But this transfer document would knock her share down from 6.5 to 0.5. So essentially, while also shadily transferring the copyright from the 3 Swedish composers to himself, he also lowered the amount of copyright that Kita would get, thus lowering the amount of money she would make off the song. So obviously one of the reasons why this is really shady is because there's this idea that, the 50-50 girls, it was kind of like what the Attract CEO was saying versus what the Giver CEO was saying. And he kind of was shielding the girls from the, shady Attract CEO who's trying to take advantage of them. And, he was just trying to do what's in their best interest. But now we have alleged proof here that he was literally trying to rob one of the members of their copyright royalties. So what do we think, y'all?
Crazy.
This is some crazy shit, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I was wondering, with the Swedish people, I think, do they not know what's happening?
They're probably like, oh.
I probably would have been like, wait, hold up, what are we doing? This is a hit song. You are not taking my name off of this. I didn't give you permission. I'd probably talk to every outlet, have a translator, translate what I'm saying. I want my song back. I don't know who forged my signature. Tell them. Tell Dispatch this. I want them to drop the news. Because they seem like they are already on top of this.
Exactly. They're like the number one, news station for just this 50-50 thing. But yeah, that was kind of confusing. But it seems like all of this, if this alleged situation was correct, were done behind people's backs. And I'm guessing that people were being told the wrong thing, because apparently at one point the Attract CEO had asked the Giver CEO when the copyright was going to be like transferred, and he was like, oh, it's going to take 3 months or something, but that was just like, I guess, a lie to kind of hide the fact that he was doing this shady stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it kind of is like I was telling you, Jazz, before, like, as like, this guy is shady, clearly, and I think there's no wholesome CEO, right? We're all here to make money as much as we can, but I want it to just be like the loser here or the victim here is 50-50. Like, none of these CEO, like, I like, because I feel like a lot of people are like, now they're like, wow, 50-50, you should have went with the other CEO. And maybe that was maybe the least of two evils. But I just feel like if 50-50 could be convinced that leaving Attract was a good idea, it's probably because they all already weren't satisfied. Like, I just feel like the idea that you can be brainwashed into a great, positive, healthy situation, somebody convincing you it's a bad one, I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. So I feel like while this shows that the Giver CEO is shady, I feel like that doesn't necessarily detract from if like 50-50 felt like some shady stuff was going on under Attract, that wasn't valid either. But I don't know.
Yeah, but they could also just be lied to. Like,
No.
I mean, if somebody tells you all this good to be true stuff, and they're like, "Oh, these other companies don't do that," so like, come with us. They'll probably like, "Oh, Attract hasn't been doing that for us, so you're right. Let's go with you. Attract looks bad now, so we hate Attract," and then they just go. Not to say that Attract, because at the end of the day, once again, it could be that Attract is also just bad. So, but it's just to give another view that they could just be brainwashed into thinking that Attract is not the best thing ever.
Yeah. And I think that's a great point. Like, obviously, in general, the music industry is really, really shady, but unfortunately, there's shady stuff that's like commonplace. So like, it might be like shady from like, you know, common sense standpoint, but it might actually be standard for like the music industry, which again sucks. But yeah, I don't know. This is a mess. I feel really bad for them because this is just like, I'm assuming they're finding this out with the rest of us. So
that'd be scary.
Yeah.
You're like talking with your lawyers, like, so how are we gonna get like out of this contract? And they're like, hold on, I just got a text. That is that Dispatch just dropped some news, and it's not looking good.
Oh, that would be so bad. Oh gosh. V says, Jazz, I agree. It's strange we haven't heard anything from the Swedish composers. Yeah, they're not even real.
Like, interesting. Honestly, I was like, who are they? like just robots? It's actually AI. AI wrote this song.
They're AI algorithms. Tian says, I don't care what to think. It just feels like a lot of hands are in the fame bowl trying to get stardom. The members, the OG company, and the new company themselves are going to end themselves. Yeah, that would be so sad if it's like the, what is it, that fable of like the dog who looks in the water, the dog with the bone that looks in the water.
Oh yeah, and he gets jealous.
Yeah, it's like trying to do too much is kind of. I don't know who suggested it last week, but somebody had suggested looking at Crazy Gracie, I think that's her name.
Oh
yeah, she did a video about it, and specifically from a perspective as an idol who also kind of had to like go against their company for like shady like contract things or whatever, and she kind of just talked about how, like, first of all, there's a lot of people that are telling you a lot of different things similar to how like 50-50 situation is, but I don't know, just the fact that like maybe like they were seeing some stuff like, oh, you know, we have this hit song, like where's our CF, where's our, you know, this, that, and the third, like I feel like we should be getting more, and maybe somebody was feeding that to them, or they're like, oh, the reason you're not getting anything is because Attract doesn't know how to handle somebody to this like level. Chrissy says, the whole situation is so confusing and messy. I'm just gonna sit this one out until it's over because history has shown not to make any conclusions until it's over. Yeah. That's smart. Yeah. So one of the things that I think is really sad that I started seeing, and maybe this had always been the sentiment, but I just wasn't looking at the right forums, is that a lot of people are kind of like over this whole situation and over 50-50. I know that there's been a lot of articles that were putting the CEO in a positive light. So I think maybe that, has influenced people. But I feel like in general, a lot of people are just kind of like, well, y'all weren't even around long enough for us to really miss you when you're gone. But also, yeah, I know. But also I feel like a lot of people are just like, it was a bad move to do regardless of, I don't want to say regardless of the fact if you were mistreated, but I don't know. There was one comment I saw that was like, basically there was a video of like Margot Robbie and Nicki Minaj at the Barbie premiere. They've been doing like hard promo for the fact that the movie's going to come out. I believe this week actually. And so it's Margot Robbie and Nicki Minaj, and they're literally posing on the red carpet, and the song that's playing back is Barbie, like, is the OST song they made for Barbie. And it's like, damn, y'all could have been on that carpet with Nicki Minaj and Margot Robbie. They literally did a whole specific promo event in Korea. And it's like, you are literally the thing connecting them to Korea. So it's like,
yeah,
literally all this stuff where it's just like, dang, if you would have at least like maybe waited a little longer or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if they could have just done like this stuff and then like afterwards been like, yeah, so now we don't want to be in this company. Now that we did all of this.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But I really hope that they're not feeling bad about it, because I did not realize this, but they're literally range from ages 18 to 20. So they are babies.
Aww.
Yeah. And so I definitely think no matter how you slice it, no matter who's wrong, they're definitely being manipulated, and they definitely lacked, the knowledge to maybe make the best decisions for themselves or whatever. So yeah, I feel bad, but hopefully it ends up well for them, even if they don't like, make it out equally as famous and equal with as much potential as they initially had when this whole thing started. I just hope it doesn't like end in something really negative.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it. That like people saying they don't care what happens because it's just too much.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah.
I feel bad because I'm kind of like just waiting for it to just so I can see what the outcome is. Because like it's too much to keep up with. Yeah. Although this dispatch thing, I was like, ooh, hold on. This is something new. Because before it was just like he said, she said, we said. And it's just like, okay, now I'm confused. But now dispatch is like, all right, so this is what this person said, but now... Is it real?
Yeah. And particularly because it's something that was shady done against the girls. It's like, it would be one thing if it was like he was scamming their track CEO or something else, but specifically it was something that directly would have harmed the girls. So it's just like, who did you just hit your wagon to, dude? Like, that sucks. Oops, sorry. So yeah, I hope it goes well for them. It's always sad to see like a success story burn out so quickly, but I think it's time to move on. And I think okay, sorry. It's time for
I like that remix.
I had to do something.
Since you never did the thing for me.
I was gonna say, y'all about to see this Schumann intro that you've seen since.
At least make him move a little bit, Like have him. No, like, have him dance or something. I don't know.
Don't worry, I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. Not eventually. I'll do it soon. I'm sorry. I'm cutting off a little bit. I don't know.
I'm gonna make my own and then send it over.
You probably would put the amount of love and care it deserves as a Schumann fan, honestly. Okay. Sorry. Okay, sorry. The outlay for TikTok's kind of crusty. All right, so I meant to actually start at this scene. Oops. Uh-oh.
Well, wow. Okay. He looks so good. But anyway, What is it? The EXO ladder. I think season 4. I don't know. I think I guessed what season it was. I meant to look it up, but it's because one of the seasons is coming out and they put like a new poster, and I was like, oh, he looks so good.
Not you
like
cropping on him specifically.
I didn't do it. Someone else did, and I was like, oh, he looks so good. You're right. Somebody on Twitter was like, he looks good.
Fair.
I think they were pointing out, I was like, oh yeah, he used to be on like when he was in the army, he was in like the one that is like, I guess the most deadliest one or something.
Oh, what?
And they're like, yeah, it's so weird to know that he used to be on something. I forgot what they're called. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I probably did. I just forgot. But he looks good.
She went out here. And then I heard
he's the only member that's been on every season of the EXO ladder thing.
Dang.
So.
Had he already went to the army by the time they started it? How old is that?
What?
EXO ladder thing?
Like, I don't know. I don't know when the first one was.
Did it start on Be Live?
Was it on there? I don't know where it was, and I don't know where it is now, so.
Amen.
Yeah.
As Schumann say, amen. Y'all know he has a theology degree?
Oh, no. What?
He has a theology degree.
Oh, yeah, he does. Very interesting. Major. 2018 was the first.
Oh, okay. That's not even that bad.
Oh, CBX. CBX was the first one, actually. I didn't know that.
Oh, it was just them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, okay. I kind of like that. That's really cute. But here he is breaking his ankles. Oh my god. Who's the one in the back, Chanel?
Yeah.
First of all, Schumann is a showman. I will say that much because on that Dingo freestyle thing, he was like, oh my yes. Like, he was giving face, he was giving body. Like, I was like,
he's always done that.
Yeah, man. Okay. I'm like, Kyungsu looked like he was about to fall asleep. But he was giving. I was like, you can learn from this, Kyungsu. Nah, because I was about to fight him. Wait a second. Where's the picture?
Ooh, this is the outfit. Like, I am telling you, I'm so mad. Every day I wake up to see what are they wearing for their freaking whatever performance. And I'm just waiting for this outfit. I'm waiting for everyone. Like, everyone's outfits for this, like, teaser was, like, so good. And yet, it's nowhere to be seen. It wasn't in the music video. It's not in any performances they do.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't like it. It makes me sad.
I think I'm not here for the uncleification of XL. Stop making them look like uncles and out of date. Okay?
Yeah.
Not only just the clothes, but like as Andre is mentioning here, what is on Baekhyun's head? Like,
I actually liked his hair.
No, really. I think it makes him look like he's losing his hair. It makes him look like
I've seen it on other idols, so I'm like, oh, it looks cute.
I just don't understand because he has the potential to look so hotter. Not like that. Like the way he's styled when he does his solo stuff. Or, like, back when he was trying to be a vampire, like, during, like, Monster and stuff.
I think this is similar. I actually thought this styling was very similar to that.
He looks a mess.
I think they just aren't doing it properly. Like, they're not styling them the right way.
It's a propaganda. They're trying to make them look bad.
Trying to make me look at NCT, and it's like, no. Like, literally, what's it called? NCT Dream released a song, I guess, recently. Or today or yesterday. I don't even know.
ISPV Myers-Briggs.
Yeah. And I didn't watch it. I forgot it was even coming out. But I looked on Melon. It's like already number like 10 or 12.
NCT?
I'm like, yeah, they love NCT Dream.
Oh, Dream. Okay. That is so weird. Why? They're like, you. The rest of y'all can go kick rocks. You.
Oh.
Good Mark.
But it's like, they're higher than freaking EXO, and I'm like, you're just trying to make them look bad. You're trying to make EXO look bad so NCT is thriving, because you knew they were coming back. Like, let's not make them try and listen to this song.
No, that makes me so sad, because I was like, you know what, XOL, please don't I mean, I think we're all 50, but like, please don't get stressed if EXO doesn't win like a triple crown, triple round, or like.
I don't even want a triple crown. I want one win, and I'm scared.
Me too. But I feel like people are, because I don't know if you've already seen, the girlies wanted to fight, and apparently the girls, there was like a freaking Panchoa like article about how like they were claiming EXO were using like VPNs to vote or something like that. But then everyone in the comments were like clocking there, like literally everyone uses VPNs.
I was gonna say, like, I swear I see every fandom be like, all right, so put in like this screenshot. I mean, this song's like dance over here. You put this music video over here. Mm-hmm. You stream Spotify over here. Like, that's cheating.
Yeah.
And yet we let it slide. Because whatever, it's your faith.
Yeah, and it's just, I feel like a lot of people are chill. A lot of people are just letting EXO and EXO live. But I do think that there's this like low key agenda to be like, okay, we have to drag EXO and make them be like their flops because they can't do X, Y, and Z. Like, remember that article I said where people were like, oh my god, EXO can't even beat New Jeans, and it's like, girl, y'all, no one can beat New Jeans.
Jungkook's struggling.
Yeah, let's get that straight, because all the girls are below New Jeans. Like, let's just get that thing. But yeah, I just feel bad. It's like, don't worry about it. Like, just enjoy them as a comeback. But yeah, I'm telling you, bad votes are SM's revenge against CBX for daring to want their full wages.
Yeah, they gave him a mullet too. I was like, sirs,
I honestly,
why are you giving him a mullet? Stop doing that clip on. We know that's not what your hair is. We saw you.
I was shocked. I was like, I just want to yank that off his head. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? And then okay, I know that Kyungsoo has bad posture, but stop giving him these sloppy jackets. Okay, these oversized, aren't even fitted well jackets, and have him up. You're embarrassing the family.
I still love that whatever you sent me from Pancho.
Because
like my phone won't load anything else but the comments. Fucking comment being like, does he have computer guy posture or something? Like, oh
no, because Jack, I know
catching on.
I know you went to the forum. You typed that in
Korean.
Yeah, you used Google Translate because you're trying to spread your slanderous hate. Okay, we're tired.
I'm not the only one they all know, because then he just goes like,
how dare you? That's his charming.
Endearing.
That's his charming.
Yeah, there you go.
Chrissy says SM giving them the shiny budget now. They're pouring all their resources. Dang. The cycle of K-pop life.
Not NCT's millionth unit. It's gonna be that other one that's not NCT. Oh, since NCT's done.
Ooh, that
new Tokyo
sung Charo, the Hamtaro.
Yeah,
unit.
And the other two, I was gonna say undergrads. What are they called? Rookies or trainees? They're
not undergrads.
My brain.
Oh gosh. Jadella says, oof, when SNSD didn't get even one win for Forever One, I wanted to slap somebody.
They didn't win?
I didn't know that either, but I get, because I mean, it's really hard. Because that was last year? Was that last year or the year before?
Last year.
If it was last year, that I can see that, because there's just like back to like these young girl groups are literally putting their foot on everyone's neck. It's crazy. So it doesn't surprise me, but honestly, I could very much see EXO like not getting a win. No offense. Maybe I don't even know. How are their physicals doing? Because I know some shows it's like, if you don't have physicals, get the hell out of here. But everyone has physicals these days. It's crazy, man. Even NMIX just like sold 1 billion copies of their album.
Which I'm confused. Like, didn't they just come back?
With
Also,
yeah.
Why does it seem like they're coming faster than ITZY? This has been bugging me.
It's the cycle of K-pop. It's the cycle of K-pop.
It's been like a month of them being like, ITZY's coming back, and they keep sending these teasers on Reddit, and I'm like, but where is it? And then NMIX comes back, and I'm like, wait, I thought ITZY was coming back. Yeah. Where did NMIX come from?
That's crazy. Now that you say that, that's funny.
Very confusing.
Leanne said, but didn't SM announce that they would add new members to NCT, even though they just... Oh yeah, I saw that too.
It's just gonna be to Tokyo. Tokyo's the last one. And then
we finally close an era.
It's a new member. I mean, not member. A new group that's not NCT.
Dang, I'm happy for the girls that got put into that new NCT group and the girlies that got put into the new SM group. I'd be so bitter if I didn't get put into a new SM group. No offense. I wouldn't want to be a part of NCT. Not because there's anything wrong with it.
I wouldn't mind it.
I would. Fighting Taeyong and all his girls, his stands and the Mark stands. How are you supposed to stand out? What did Lucas do?
Good looking. Yeah. Oh, just be good looking to people, and then you stand out. You don't even have to be that great at anything.
Oh, you know? Lucas.
He was mediocre, like everything.
Lucas. She's coming for you. All right.
Everyone was doing it. I was just copying them.
Specifically you. No, I'm just kidding. Chrissy says JYP better have put his whole JYP. I don't even know if I can say this. JY pussy.
I think that other one wasn't gonna be good either. What you meant to say?
Into Itzy's comeback song because it feels like they're getting shafted. I mean, I was gonna save this. Well, I'll save it. I'm gonna put a pin in that. Actually, I think I can literally put a pin in that. Because I have like a topic later. Actually, I can't put a pin in this because it like literally takes up the whole thing. But mentally put a pin in that because I have a whole topic about that. All right, we're gonna move on to the shoes, the Kyung second, just because.
Yeah.
Oopsies. I actually don't have much. Here's him being very hot. Oops. Oh! Here's him being very hot. So basically he went viral among my eyes and my brain for this. No, he went viral in general, I guess, because the girls were saying he was giving my man. So basically they performed Cream Soda on M Night Countdown, and you know they have the individual fan cams, and so there was a fan cam that kind of went viral because he goes off stage at one point where he's not dancing in the formation, and he's just looking like this, and you know it's got people feeling kind of way because it's like he's eyeing you across the room at the club or something. I don't know, the girls loved it. So
he's just standing there.
I mean, how dare you? See, this is why he doesn't send the checks on time anymore, because you are slandering him and he's sick of it.
No, I'm not the one that commented he has computer gamer back.
Okay, I saw the Google Translate page. You left it up.
And you can't even see. I don't even know how they came up with that. Isn't this the picture they were talking about?
I think so. That's why it was
like, even in the shadows, they can see.
It was you. That's how they came up with it. Okay.
Magic. I told Pancho to translate that specific one so that you'll see it.
I mean, that's what happened. So why act like it wasn't? All right. Also, he went viral, I guess, again, because I think it's kind of like a thing, right? When like older groups come back and they were active before ending fairies were like really a thing. So it's like, oh, how are they going to do the ending fairy thing? So he's been kind of going viral because his ending fairies look like he hates us all. There's one from, I don't even know where this was. I don't even know.
Does he even know that he's supposed to be doing anything? I feel like he's just like, this is how I usually end. I debuted in 2012. I don't know what an ending fairy is.
You should have did whatever this is.
He was like, so, nah, I don't even, what is that?
Like, why is the ending fairy 48 minutes long? Where's the end? And then his chest was out. This was really funny. But here's another one. Because you tried to play cool, but then the confetti fell on your nose. Okay, so look at you.
He was like the Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Not Charlie Chaplin, not Charles Chaplin.
It's funny because it looks like he breathes in and then it goes against his nose. Like, look at it. That looks so funny.
Oh gosh.
He really is like, I do not want to look at this camera.
Exactly.
He looks like my mom's dog when I brought my dog over for the first time. He was just like, I'm not trying to look at this other dog. Get this thing away from me. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. So I'm just going to look over here and I'm just never going to turn again, I guess.
Oh gosh. Leanne says, "Oh yeah, I think I saw a glimpse of K-pop stan Twitter going wild over this clip." That's my Mian. Thank you to my Mian. It's giving that one Heechul ending fairy where he does like, "Is it over yet?" LOL. Didn't Key also have one? I feel like Key had a shady one that was really funny. Like it was.
There's a lot of shady ones.
Yeah. Like Key had a lot of shady ones.
No. Just like older generations just being like either that they'll like overplay it because it's just like what are we doing? We're like 38. So 38. Yeah, there has to be a compilation of that.
There was one from like Produce Something, maybe Produce Japan or Produce Something, where the guy was like, he was.
I think I remember this.
He was losing his damn mind. I was like, get the camera off of him. He's spiraling. It was so.
I would have like zoomed in if I was a cameraman. I'm like, keep going. I want to know what else you're gonna do. Like, what are you gonna pull out?
Oh my god, that's
like juggling.
Right? Is this your card? It's like I didn't pick one.
Like, whoa!
I'm on the other side of the camera. What do you mean? He's like, is this your Tesla? And he brings out a whole entire car. It's like, what?
Whoa! It is now. Thank you.
Like, what do you
is
mean?
It charged?
Is this your electric charger? It's like, wow, where are you fitting these things at this point?
Magic.
But this is so true. Cheon, she really changed the game with that. She was the one who.
Oh yeah, I was like, who the heck is that?
Damn.
I thought you meant like the one from Isn't that her name? No, Chaeyoung. Right? No, wait, what's her name?
It's Chaeyoung.
Chaeyoung and Chaeyoung.
Yeah, I think it's Chae.
Who are the two sisters?
Yeah. Those are the two sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was confusing with that.
Okay, sorry. All right, y'all. It's time. It's that time. The girls have been waiting for it. We finally have a solo.
The end of the stream. Oh.
From the Beyonce.
You right. I've been saying it for years. I said, who will be the Beyonce?
No, I'm not letting you do this.
And I
guys.
said Jungkook. I've been saying, I swear if you try.
Don't let Jasmine steal this from me because this is all I have. Literally, I lost my job. I lost my kids. No, I'm just kidding.
We shouldn't have bet it when I said it.
I swear, I've been saying since 1939 that Jungkook would be the Jungkook. That's what I called him, Jungkook.
I'm pretty sure it was like the Jumanse.
No, I never said this. I said Jimin would be Bjork because he's very avant-garde and legendary. But the mainstream, main pop girly would be Jungkook, hence Jungkook. Jungkook, thank you. Of course, we had to talk about. All right, y'all. So Jungkook done released a Craig David ode, Bieber coded song called Seven, and it dropped last Friday. And this marks his first like official solo efforts post BTS taking their breaky break so they can all go to the army. It features Lotto, and it also features actress Han So-hee in I should have taken screenshots. Damn, I suck at this. Anyway, it also features Han So-hee, and the girls had opinions. I want to know what y'all thought about this song. Starting with Jasmine, because you have so many things to say. I can tell.
Do I? I just like the song.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't listened to it as much.
Okay. What was your? Well, we can do opinions on the music video too, because I think a lot of people.
I think the music video is funny.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, me too. Honestly, he did a good job. He was.
I just like the funeral scene.
Yeah, I feel
a
like
lot.
That's the one that
it's just very funny.
Yeah,
I think I watched that part over and over again a lot, just to see. I was like looking at the different people's faces in the back because it was just so funny to look at.
Yeah, they had some like interesting characters during that scene. But wait, I'm sorry, y'all have read about who's the Beyonce of BTS. Wait a second.
But it looks like somebody agrees with me that you said that.
Leanne!
Leanne, yeah, okay, there.
You don't have to do this. Okay, Leanne, it's fine. You do not have to do this. I have never said gymnase.
I mean, maybe that's what you said. Maybe I was wrong.
Okay, I will say no. It was Jimin was the Bjork. Jimin was because I know that
I've never heard you even say the artist Bjork in my entire life until like when you brought that up. Listen, I think I remember that Bjork's a very.
It's since day one. I knew he was going to make something a little bit avant-garde, a little bit, artistic. Okay, fine. He's the FK Twigs, FK Jamance, FK Driggs. Okay, that was what Jimin, FK Jimin. I've always said this from the beginning. Not because I don't think that he has the whatever, but I knew he was going to do something that was a bit more different, that not everyone would stomach. Not everyone, not okay. Stomach. Ooh, that sounds mean. Not everyone would be able to appreciate.
Her real, like what she really thought about his solo came out.
Stop.
She couldn't stomach it.
Listen. Let's see your opinions. Leanne says the song was fun, but the MV really sold it for me. I appreciate him doing it for me. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Camille says the song was fun. The MV was so unserious. It's very cute. Chrissy says I'm so sorry, V, but Jungkook is my current bias. You'll just have to wait until it does stream the song. I am kind of waiting with a solo. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it's going to
go with Jenny and be like, "I'm going solo."
Imagine he does a solo cover, and like he does a solo cover, and like it's just like he uploads to YouTube, and as opposed to like a video, it's just a still photo of when he followed Jenny on Instagram when they first made Instagram.
So that's the opposite of going solo. Trying to follow someone so they can slip in their DMs.
and the articles of him saying that it was a glitch. A glitch in the Matrix, maybe exposing the truth. Right. Let me stop. Okay. Anyway, not gonna lie, I haven't watched it yet. Audrey said, "Who's Jungkook?"
It's catchy.
Yeah, the casket scene was so funny. Not devoting Jimin from G-Monster to G-Kelly.
I mean, at least she didn't say Michelle.
Listen,
if that was the case.
I mean, I feel like Jungkook has so many things going for him that is good in a formula for a main pop boy that it's not that I think others lack. I just feel like he has.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this for the last couple of years.
I need to watch a Han So-hee, production because I don't think I've ever seen a K-drama with her in it.
Yeah, I don't think I know who this person is.
Yeah, and she was like, I remember when she was getting big and everyone was like, she's so pretty, but I forget what this show actually was. Listen, Jimin is my home girl. Like, that's my fave. Like, don't get me wrong. Jimin's great. I just knew that people weren't going to understand his vision. And that's exactly what happened. People were like, oh, it's too different. Even though I think Like Crazy was like, I don't know. I feel like it was very pop. But,
Yeah. It was a good song.
Yeah. But if I were to give my thoughts on Seven, I'm just going to skip this first one. I love the MV. Sorry, I'm reading my notes. I get nervous.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is the first time you've ever put notes.
Stop! Don't expose me.
My gosh.
Stop.
It's a lot.
So I love the MV. The plot production was really cute and great. His acting was kind of meh, but the funeral scene was really funny. I love the song. It's repetitive but catchy. Really reminds me of a cross between Craig David's 7 Days and Fill Me In. And I'm also seeing a lot of people.
Wait, there's already a song called 7 Days?
Yeah, Monday, she was making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday and on Sunday. Craig David? I feel
it seems like he just skipped over those other days.
Well, I say it completely wrong. I think it's like I met you on Monday, took her for a drink on Tuesday, we were making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday.
It sounds like he was like, I have nothing to do on those other days. He was like,
I have no
we just walked
job,
around. I'd work.
I have no school to go to. Like, but then also a song called Fill Me In, which uses that same UK garage DMB stuff. So yeah. I think this is probably the BT release with the biggest crossover appeal and like reach outside of ARMY appeal. I always felt that Jungkook was probably the most popular, maybe beside from V, but Jungkook was probably one of the most popular, like, not stans, but like general public. Like somebody would be like, oh, what's this? And of course, we have to mention that a lot of people were being gagged over the explicit version when you realize that it's literally about effing your partner 24/7 and he says the F word. I actually like the clean version better. I thought it was funny to see everyone gagged. But I was like, also, he's 52 years old, so let's not act like he's the same like 16-year-old boy that debuted in 1903. Like, you know. But I do think it's funny that like everyone was focusing on the fact that they changed the like the word loving to effing in like the explicit version. But what gagged me is that there's this line in the clean version that says it's the way we can ride, and he changes it, or it's changed to it's the way you can ride in the explicit version. I was like, oh, wait a second. Also,
That's
I said pearls grabbed. Okay. Yeah, I was like, the explicit version is too call me a prude, but I was like, okay, no. Not because it's him or whatever, but I feel like when he says loving it even sounds better on the airs than I think. Leanne says, I feel like the explicit version was redundant because the clean version was pretty clear to me. Yeah, I feel like we get what you're kind of saying, you know. Chrissy says, and I swear I thought it sampled 7 days. It's so very similar, and the fact that it's in that UK garage like type is kind of crazy. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so one thing I did want to say that has nothing to do with the actual song. Actually, 2 things I want to say, 3 things. One, I thought a lot of it was interesting that the song was completely in English, and not only was it completely in English, but there was no Korean version. And then later that week, or later after it was released, there was a report that his upcoming album will also be completely in English. What do we think of that?
It's interesting. I think, well, when you said it yesterday, I was like, does he speak English well?
I mean, I'll say like, the accent in the song was really good, except like some parts I couldn't hear. But when he was on Good Morning America, I'm pretty sure the clips I saw from it, he spoke Korean.
I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but it's like kind of interesting to do Western music or whatever, or English music, and then not be able to really speak to the people that it's for, like in the language for. Like it makes me feel like if I did a Korean song and then was like went to Korea right now, and then it was big, and I'm like, I can't speak to y'all. Yeah, I could say annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah, I would be kind of curious as to how
not a bad thing.
Yeah, how the Koreans fans felt. I mean, maybe they don't give a shit. I don't know. But I would think, I don't know. I really don't fucking know. It's crazy.
I mean, they listen to English music anyway sometimes.
That's true. A lot of
if it's Jungkook.
Yeah. Recent releases were. But also there's a lot of people debating whether this song can be called a K-pop song, since obviously it's a UK style garage song.
And it's in English.
And it's in English, which I feel like we had the same thing when BTS started releasing Permission to Tango and Cream Cheese. People said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for that, I was like, I don't even know. The rest of their album was in Korean. If this album's just going to be in English, it just makes me feel like it's just pop.
Yeah, I guess so. It's interesting. Leanne says, well, hopefully that doesn't mean the album will be dumbed down like BTS's English. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Though I stand. I love that. I love the fact that I cannot go 2 minutes without singing that song. So, you know.
So 7 or Butter or
Like Crazy?
Dynamite.
Oh. This.
Well. Yeah.
I definitely like this song. I think it's way
I was going based on their like... Oh, and I guess Like Crazy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Since that had an English version.
That's kind of hard because the thing is, I don't know if it's recency bias because I actually did really like Crazy. Like, I'm saying all this praise for Jungkook, but I did like Crazy. But I can also see why this might be a bigger single. But I'm probably leaning into recency bias, but I also think because of the music video was so fun. Like, I like fun things over deep things. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Like, that's always going to be my thing. Most of the time, you know, depends. But, like, yeah, I definitely think this one was more my style of, like, music. And then the concept was really cool. And then the choreography was also very simple, but it looked really good.
There's a dance?
Yeah,
he danced?
They dropped a performance version. Like,
oh, yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But he didn't dance in this music video.
No, it was all just them in the apocalypse. Leanne says, definitely 7 over Like Crazy or Cream Cheese 1.2. Because when the armies come for me, y'all, come for this podcast, just know y'all better be on the
You're the one that used to say that.
I said it out of love and endearment.
Where do you think they learned it from? You.
Listen, y'all, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Another thing that I thought was interesting is that I didn't know, and the peepas to the T, I didn't know that G-Man and JK stans hated each other with such a ferocious fervor, because I don't know if it's just the TL that I've cultivated, but every 2 nanoseconds they were fighting over, Jungkook's got this kind of promo that Jimin didn't. Oh, Jungkook stans were complaining about versions and stuff like that. There was one thing where apparently like they tagged BTS in some post about this, and like there were people in the comments being like, remove the BTS tag, this is only Jungkook, like it makes no sense to put him in there. And apparently they didn't do it for other members or something. I don't know how if this is true or whatever, but I was just so surprised that the girls were fighting in such a like OT7. Y'all thought literally 7 was about to be about the brotherhood of BTS and all this.
No, that it's not. They're like, all right, now we can we can do whatever we want.
They're like, the gloves come off. Percocet. Molly Percocet.
I can see what, I mean, you just called him like Jimin Kelly. So now it's like, oh gosh.
Oh,
I can see the...
Listen.
I don't know. That's not what you said 2 seconds ago.
Well, okay.
You called him Georg.
Which is
Kelly.
Listen, Georg, that's a high class, praise, okay? Like, I'm not, it's crazy. V says they do. I was entertained. The past couple of days, not the popcorn.
Now I kind of want to look it up. It's entertaining.
I put some of them in the document.
What you thought was funny?
What I just thought was concerning. I was so shocked.
Oh no, but you have like a section that said things I thought was funny.
Oh, yeah, that was funny stuff too, though. That stuff was really funny though too. I don't know if I put it. I think I put it under the actual video, but yeah, I was really shocked. I was like, "Jeez." Chrissy says once that Festa dropped, the solo stands came out of the woods. They're like, now that's done with. We finna drag everyone. But I was really shocked. But I do wonder if Jungkook is if I don't know, we'll see how this goes. But if he has the potential to kind of really become the Harry Styles, which is crazy to be the Harry Styles to BTS, because that means you're literally, I don't know, Taylor Swift or something, in terms of like notoriety. But I don't know, it seems like a lot of people are like very much digging this. So I'm gonna skip right to open bar because I feel like we only have a short time to go over the topics anyway. But let me do the little intro. Oopsies. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. Alright, guys. So as you can see, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. It's time for open bar where we talk about anything. Jazz, is there anything you wanted to start this discussion off with? Literally, I'm just gonna pull from these.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like, maybe I should look over this. I don't remember anything.
Should I just pull up the doc and y'all can see the doc we have?
Oh, aespa's English album.
Oh yeah, oops, sorry.
Wow. Just say you hate aespa. You didn't want them.
I was like, we actually have to close down the podcast. Yes, aespa's getting an English album. That was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about, and kind of what I think Chrissy said it that I pinned about how like aespa's getting this English album. I feel like there's this like kind of, they have a lot of promise to be the global SM group, you know, etc., etc. And one of the things that had me kind of gagged, I don't know if you saw, but like Rebel Loves are like petitioning because like I guess like Red Velvet hasn't had a comeback or something. And it kind of reminded me when that was like Red Velvet, you know, Bad Boy English version. A lot of people saw a lot of potential in their sound and their stuff. And it kind of makes me sad because I'm like, what happened to that? Like, it kind of is like...
They didn't capitalize on it.
But then, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, in a way, Red Velvet got so backburnered. But it was so subtle that it was almost like you didn't even notice it. But, like, yeah.
I feel like it happened after Wendy got injured. Because, like, Psycho, to me, was, like, their last, like, big thing. And then that got cut short. And then after that, I feel like they didn't do much because Wendy was, like... had to take a break, and that was like a year of like nothing really. I think maybe Seulgi. I think that was the same time Seulgi and Irene.
Did
their thing, but like it wasn't like full group things or anything.
Dang.
So
that's sad.
Because I feel like after that, then Queendom happened, and I feel like everybody was like, "All right, whoa." This is what we came back with. This is what we did.
Oh yeah, that's
this is
true,
the thing we
decided. I love Kingdom, but yeah, the cycle's
Kingdom's not bad. It's just this is what we came back with. Like really,
that's sad for it to. That so reminds me of like 2NE1 and how like it was basically like sealed fate after the Bob Park thing happened. I feel like YG never like promoted them or looked at them the same after that. That's really sad. DSP is about to debut a new girl group. I think I heard about that. I think I saw like a clip of them performing at something. It was like, I don't know. I think it just randomly got on my timeline.
Young Posse? Is that how you say that?
Is it an O? Hopefully.
What?
It's
Posse.
P-O...
Like S-S-E.
Oh.
Like posse. Your posse.
Oh, okay.
Your homie.
Oh, that's cute. How many members?
5.
Oh, that's a see, it's really a trend for small groups now. They said none of them 17 ass size groups. We don't want it anymore. We want to know the members' names. All right. V says, being an army Twitter since 2018, I just know the fighting. You just gotta put past it. Okay, a maturity.
I wish. I just don't go on Twitter.
It can be good.
Except to just look at my favorite people.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say, it can
leave.
be okay when you curate it. Jadelle says, Odd Eye Circle came back.
Oh yeah, they were good.
First of all, do you know that song by like, I don't even know, Nelly, Air Force One? I need to pair because I get the stomping in my Air Force One, big boy.
Oh yeah, I do know that song.
I thought that there was going to be an ode to that when I saw this. I was like, oh,
Imagine
the South, get crunk for me on that circle.
everybody would be like, "What are you doing? You're not from the South. You know nothing of this."
But I actually really love this song. I was like, not me becoming
that was
a
a good
Luna
song.
stan in 2023. But it was very catchy. Yeah. I definitely was like, and we were talking about that, the whole Jersey beat DMB thing is about to be an epidemic in K-pop.
I mean,
But I like how they used it. I definitely like the chorus, the switch up of the chorus, how it became like a light kind of like fluffy song all of a sudden. I really liked that.
yeah.
But
I have to add it to my playlist because I totally forgot.
I kind of was cycling through the new album they released too, and a lot of the songs are bops.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was sad the whole thing.
Wait, Idol's also releasing an English album?
Oh yeah, they released that. Remember, I sent you the English song. They did.
Oh, I do. Oh, I was gonna
It's
say
like the alien thing.
Oh, the ID. Yeah. Oh,
88
that's part of
Rising.
that? Okay, so it's like a link up with 88 Rising. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Though. Interesting. Geo doesn't make any sense to me because I feel like they should be a really old group, but they're not. Like, I don't know. It's confusing. But
They're still kicking. I thought they would be dead by now. So
no.
what is it with that? I don't.
For some reason,
They're 99 years old.
For some reason, it feels like that, but they're not. But then they're also like, going toe to toe.
Because they're basically an extension of CLC. I'm joking. Not really, because Soyeon did do some of their music for CLC.
Oh yeah, dang. She was like, "All right, I won't give you the." Well, no, the tracks she wrote were pretty good.
Black Dress was. I love Black Dress. I still listen to that today.
Yeah,
great song.
Camille, I completely forgot about this. It felt like it was a combination between Irene's Scandal and.
Oh yeah, the Scandal too.
Completely forgot about that. That's crazy. Itzy's Comeback Better Slay because their last two have been. It's another one that I feel like has kind of been put in the back burner, but maybe that's my brain just putting them on back burner.
I liked their last album.
I forget what it was.
It was like the la 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 la. Was it Hey, why so serious?
Oh, is that Cheshire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I
Better than Sneakers.
Yeah, I feel Sneakers. I will never understand, but like good for them. But like I remember when.
You're gonna be like the Mafia.
Yeah, Mafia. Okay,
Mafia.
Because Blasphemy, Mafia was so good, and you all played it dust. Y'all will repent for your sins. I'm sick of y'all. Yeah, I feel like they gotta kind of get paid kind of dust. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Andre says, looks like they're already performed at RBW. Oh, okay, that's where I saw them. Yeah. Chrissy says, flashbacks to the tropical house trend. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah. Card was living it up.
Right? They really
that was their prime.
They did it the best, I'll say, period. During that whole era, that was my favorite song.
And now they're back with it, kind of. Is Icky? What is Icky?
Yeah. I don't know what that would be classified as. Sticky. Icky,
it's a good song, though.
She want the tip. I'm not talking about guidance. Guidance. I'm not talking about guidance. You should have did like a guidance, a church hymn or something. Guidance.
In the middle of them just talking. I'm gonna get icky. Guidance. A freaking choir comes out. Guidance. You know how weird that would be? They should do it for Mama. Mama Awards.
It's like, I want the tip. I'm not talking about guidance. Oh! Like, I hate
the light just goes out.
Exactly. And then I ain't talking about God. It's literally you and me. I ain't talking about guidance. I ain't talking about guidance.
They're like, we saw your stream. I like where you're going with this. You want to fly out to Korea? Be the backup singers?
And I'm like, I've been waiting my whole life. PM guidance. I ain't talking about guidance.
Oh gosh. You don't need the other members. It's just BM.
Exactly.
Just us and him.
We get their
Everyone else can leave. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Thunder and Mimi, Chengdun,
They were
and
dating for 500 years,
which is crazy.
and no one knew.
I know that is wild, but congrats to them.
I also thought she was young.
Wait, how old is she?
I looked her up. She's 30.
Oh,
but he's like only 33 or something, and so I was like, oh,
for some reason that seems wrong that somebody in Gugudan is older.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Than us.
But
well, actually, Sejong was born in 95, right? So I think I'm just forgetting that Produce 101 took place in 2014.
Stop. Well, no, it wasn't 2014.
It was 2014
It's 2015.
2014 and 2015, right? It was not. No, it had.
I don't even think about it. It's not 2014.
It was 2014 to 2015.
No way.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that could have been possible. Yeah, you're right. Because no,
I'm just praying inside.
Twice they did in 2015.
That's 2016.
But when did it start airing?
2016.
No way.
January.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. It scared me. I was like, 2014 when EXO was going through all that? It doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't have had time to even think about that.
That's true. Tio is getting her solo album next time. I'm ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get these laid down.
Oh, and then Lisa Mo.
Oh yeah, them too. They've also been eating. Thoughts, girlies? Tell me the truth.
Good song.
Fellow ones. Oh, I love that.
They were channeling their inner Beyonce.
Like the dancing, the vocals, and everything was so on point. I asked you this, Jazz, already, but thoughts to the fellow ones is: do you think they waited too long for the girls to go solo and start doing these unit stuff?
Sort of.
Same.
Yeah. They should have went that BlackPink route. Just threw out a popular member as a soloist and just
too much.
Get moving.
We did not talk about it in detail, but it ate down. That I saw the girls were getting their life in that scene where Momo and Sana.
Oh yeah, like that. When I saw that, I was like, "What? What?" I was like so close.
But that was so good. They sounded
in my face.
Right. That sounded so good. They looked so good. Like such a good concept. Like okay, Sejong was born in 96. Okay, but Mimi was born in 93. Okay. Oh yeah, Nam Tae. I didn't know all that was going on with Taehyun, formerly winner. Like he went to rehab. That's
well, now he's in rehab.
Oh, he's in rehab right now?
I think he just went to rehab, right? I thought that was the news.
Oh,
that he was like, I admitted that I have a problem and I'm going to rehab. Because I think he was denying it, and then he got caught with sad. Drugs a month ago or something. I don't know what happened with him.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then he was like, his girlfriend was doing drugs with him or something. Wasn't that a thing?
Oh,
I thought we talked about him.
Okay, maybe we did. I just be so forgetful. That's so scary, but I'm glad that he's getting he knew. Help? Yeah, because that's really hard.
Well, once you're in trouble, I think that's
they're like help or jail, and yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna say trigger warning because somebody's getting partially injured, but I did want to real quick talk about that thing that went viral of that dance group. It was all over Twitter 4 years ago, but basically there was a dance cover group that was filming New Jeans, a New Jeans dance cover, and so
is he okay?
I don't know. I'm hoping because he got up that he was okay, but essentially it was controversial because these kids were messing up the shot, I guess purposefully, and then the filmographer decides to trip one of them, and he lands on his face. So a lot of people were like,
his whole body. I was
it twisted. Kid. You killed him.
His legs went the opposite way. And then he was like, "Well, my guys gotta get back up." You know he was hurting when he got up. That was
exactly.
I don't want to be seen.
You're too embarrassed that you don't hurt anymore. I was just it was wild. So some people were geeking, some people were like, that was crazy, and other people were like, well, the kid knew he was messing it up. I just thought that was wild, dude. It is annoying when people troll like that, but first of all, that kid is probably not older than 9. Second of all, you could have hurt that kid. Yeah, exactly.
Just drag him by the collar and put him to the side to trip him.
Exactly.
mid-air, and then he just didn't even care.
No, the girls were like, excuse me, I'm about to. No,
I know, they were like, whatever. Anyway. Oh my gosh.
Like,
whatever the song they were
mama.
doing.
And I don't know how old these girls that were filming it. People, they released the actual dance video, and people were like, this wasn't even that good for you to cause bodily harm. I'm not finna drag them. All right, everyone starts somewhere. I just am gagged that they didn't even say, hey, are you okay? Oh my god.
Maybe because of how he landed with his legs the opposite way, they didn't notice how bad it was. And the fact that he got back up. He got up so quickly.
So, like, I'm just gagged because, like, sir, you could just refilm this part. Like, did you only have one millibyte left on your SD card? And if you, like, I don't understand the rationale that you had to literally kill this kid, like, potentially.
That poor kid.
They said the show really was going exactly. I was like, oh, mamas, don't give us a stiff performance because they're gonna drag you. I would have never, because the thing is, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, I would have never posted the final product because you could have literally been dancing like Momo up there and people would have still been like, you look like trash. So it's like, why would you?
Yeah,
it was really messy, but I felt that. Okay, it's never that. Yeah, it's a K-pop although some of these K-pop dance cover groups be practicing and like promoting and performing as if they're the damn group themselves. Like, they've got, it's gotten so intense.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. But I just felt really bad. Oh, also, there was a little cute moment. Jenny Ruby Jane. She put that thing on Instagram. I mean, I feel like the only people who don't know this was a thing are, like, delusional. But essentially, she made an Instagram post where she was wearing the exact outfit from the video that went viral of her and the strolling down the Champs-Elysees in Paris. It's like, I don't even know where the hell they are. Oh, it is in Paris. Why does everything go down in Paris?
Why is she wearing that?
Stop.
I thought that was a joke, like something funny that V wore at some point. Because, like, what is that? Why are the glasses so huge?
I don't know. This is what people alleged.
And the scarf doesn't go with anything.
When you're rich, it doesn't have to go with anything, I guess.
I guess this is high fashion.
High fashion. Y'all know that Roddy Ricch song? No, I don't.
He's the one that does the box, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, you don't remember that? Dang, that was like in 1942.
That's the only song I know by him. He was like the #1 TikTok song, and then Olivia Rodrigo came and disappeared. Yeah.
All right. Oops.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Is that what you think of Jungkook?
Listen, Jungkook,
you were just calling him Chung Yonsei, and now he's unemployed.
Listen.
Ruth comes out. She is a Jumanji believer. He didn't change.
A Jumanji truther. Andre says, oh, did we talk about her being on Dua Lipa's podcast and her lazy dancing? Wait, Jenny? First of all, Dua Lipa has a podcast.
Yeah, what the heck? Everyone has a podcast now, I guess. There's a lot to unpack.
I don't even know how.
Or is it Dua Lipa's lazy dancing?
Oh, yeah.
Where she was doing that one hip. I love that one hip dance that she was doing.
That was actually kind of iconic. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, here are some quotes.
Oh, she has a Barbie song?
Yeah, she was the first one. Which is funny because I feel like it ended up
Look at me.
One of the like least talked about. Okay, so here's a quote. What is pop bass? And why do they have all the quotes and they're like the #1 thing on my timeline? It's kind of crazy.
Honestly. I feel like they just randomly just talk about news.
They pop up all the time. Okay, she says, starting my career in Korea as a K-pop artist has restricted so many sides of me where it wasn't just allowed to be shown because I'm K-pop idol. As things grew over time, I was able to express myself and people would see it as baking boundaries. That's when I realized I want to break even more boundaries for people in my culture to understand that you can oh, that's cute.
Wait, what does it have to do with dancing?
I don't know. I don't think this is the right quote. I just randomly typed in Dua Lipa Jenny, and this is what popped up. But I mean, I could see that. I saw everyone's reactions when she was what was it, on The Idol. They're like, you can see her butt cheeks, whatever.
Oh yeah, See her cleavage.
Mm. Or like people being like, oh my god, like why would you go on this dirty show? And to be fair, people didn't like The Idol in America either, but like specifically
I also don't think they knew. they got on there. They're probably like, oh, The Weeknd.
Oh yeah, that's
whatever
true.
that guy's name is.
Cool.
Samuel Levinson. What's his name?
Samuel.
Is it
Samuel Jackson, I think.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Did she at least call the podcast the Dula Peep Show? If she had somebody in her corner, she would have, but unfortunately,
gotcha.
She doesn't know. Isn't this episode the reason people were saying that Jennie was leaving YG? A mess.
Really?
I didn't know that I thought it was just Lisa. That's not
That'd
it.
Be
she basically said
very interesting. They all left.
She can't really dance in heels and such. Aww.
She doesn't know how to control her body.
Wait, not like it's an ailment, right? Not like there's an ailment, because I know they were saying that she has like motion sickness or something.
Oh.
That's what the links were saying. Poor Wavy, never
It sounds like one of those things where people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah has dry eyes. And it's like, okay, I have dry eyes.
Well,
doesn't mean he can't read.
it unfortunately was like a response to when people were saying she couldn't like dance well. So people were like, oh, you're just using that as an excuse or whatever.
Does it sound like motion sickness with dancing?
I do not
know. That must be
know.
bad.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm like, oh.
You start walking and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta throw up.
Exactly.
Like, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, I hope that's not why she was sick that one time. Wasn't one of her shows she had to like leave the
I thought
stage?
she was just tired.
Oh, maybe that. I mean, I could believe that too.
I don't even know.
Okay. All right, guys. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today on the Sleepy Idol. We had such a great time. Jazz, is there anything you want to tell the people before we hop off for the night?
Listen to ATs, because now I'm an AT stan.
Wow,
so.
You hear that, Shuman? Stop sending the checks. She doesn't.
Honestly, I was like debating. I was like, maybe I should make this into my other fave now. It'll be like half a shoe minute, and then a songhwa second.
This is where it begins, y'all. This is transitioning to a new, younger group. Shuman, after all you've done for her, I know.
I would always still. No, I'm too loyal.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't quit them. I can't quit Theo. But thank you. When's Anime Club? It's
when she watched Steins Gate.
I do need.
I was talking to someone, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's like the best show," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've been trying to get my friend to watch it." And he was like, "Yeah, like, but the first few episodes were like so boring. I remember I didn't watch it the first time, and I came back like months later and watched it all, and it was so good." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell my friend. That it may be boring in the beginning, but it's like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was boring in the beginning, but Breaking Bad is such a great show, so good."
I watched some of it. I'll circle.
And then you'll like once you watch it all, you're like, "Wait, this is a masterpiece." And then you forget that the beginning was boring because I forgot.
You forget that it made your eyes bleed. Like it's behind us.
It's like bleeding. Oh my god.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week on the Sleepy Idol. Dream of me.
Ew.
How dare you?
Dream of me. Always think of me.
Figaro. Oh, we can use that for BM. Figaro. In
the background.
Figaro. In the guidance. Figaro. With the guidance. All right, guys. Good night. And then talking about the tip now.
Start stepping. I don't even know how to step.
Tip! Give us the tip! Guidance! No, guidance. Is that what that Drake Chris Brown song was about?
Oh.
Not BM being a collaborator. Wait a second.
He actually wrote that line. He wrote the title. That's what he did.
No guidance. He came into the studio. No guidance. All right.
They're like, whoa. I like this. I don't know who you are, security, but we're keeping that.
They're like, wait, twerk for me now. Twerk for me now. Twerk for me. He's like, I don't know if this is legal. All right, guys, bye.